Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of As Far As You Can Tell. I'm Joe, with me is...
Andrea.
Rachel. Ashley.
JP.
And... sometimes he wishes he took that modeling job in Barbados.
Brad.
And we are an actual play Pathfinder game set in the Zodiac Empires Campaign Setting. To give a quick recap of what happened last time, the party arrived in the city of Dragonheart. We did a few things there. The biggest thing is we had a whole lot of shopping to do since we haven't really been to civilization. We are actually kind of still finishing up, a couple of us, but nothing major. We also put a bunch of stuff in the bank, and during that, we saw a woman there who was very sad that her husband died in a warehouse accident and she could not get the money out of his safety deposit box. Violet felt sorry for her and took it upon herself to help her out and help her find the key to the safety deposit box. Safety deposit box.
The box?
The box. And she also found a secret room in her house where there was this... her husband painted pictures of nobles from the seal. It was really interesting.
That was strange.
That was a little weird.
And then, yeah.
He made a lot of money doing it.
Apparently he made more money than the wife knew, and the wife was really sad. Whole little story.
I wonder why he was hiding it. We'll never know.
We might know.
Never gonna know. Never gonna follow it
You
up.
stop!
That was creepy.
That was really creepy. It sounded the whole sentence. That wasn't even like a short answer. It was literally a whole sentence.
Very specific thought, too.
Sorry,
Yeah.
friends anymore.
No. No longer.
Yeah.
Glenn. We apparently make a knocking noise.
The party just finished up buying a bunch of stuff, and I'm gonna pitch it back over to Brad.
Alright, so, Rachel,
Yeah.
is there anywhere specific your character would like to go?
Yeah.
Sure, where? Yeah.
The church.
Do you go by yourself?
No.
Who you going? Her boo.
My boyfriend.
Rohan.
My boyfriend.
Rowan.
Wait.
Rowan. The H is silent.
Is the other dude a laser dude or is he a Ural dude?
Why don't you ask him?
No.
Is he a laser dude or a Ural dude?
Are you asking him?
Yes.
Does he have any identifying religious items on him?
No.
Oh. I was hoping you could find out without asking.
Okay, guys, bye. I don't want to talk to him.
Okay.
Why? Why do you gotta be so stubborn? It's just a question.
I'm going to go to the temple later while they go to Ural. Do you need to go?
Do you need to go?
There you go.
We're not gonna stop there
There
on
you
the way back. Once we start driving, I can't stop. You gotta go now. That's what it sounded like.
What does he say?
He says, do I get to go with you?
Oh!
No.
Oh! Why'd you ask?
To be fair, he can only get to the one part if he's a worshiper, so...
Oh yeah, he couldn't get up to the 3rd level if he wasn't. Ooh, it's a test. Test him. Test him.
We don't know who he is. He could be...
He's my boo's friend. He's fun. Test him.
You're too trusting. To be a sneaky sneak, you're trusting.
These girls are weird.
Let's go to where we need to go.
Yeah, same.
Also known as...
I just tell him I'm going.
Everyone goes to church at the same time. We all look, church time? Church time.
Oh.
I leave, and if he goes, he goes.
But she has to go alone.
He follows you.
Okay. Where
What?
does she need to go?
She worships Terrace.
You have a small problem. Is there no church?
Oh, there's no formal...
No.
Not usually, but...
Correct. Not usually. They meet in a... Oh! One of the few things you'd know about the city. It's outside of the manor district, the estate, there is no open air locations. The entire city is covered in buildings.
Okay.
However, Anna would know because she worships Terrace, and I assume that the only way she learned how is in Dragonheart because she lived here most of her life.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
she was a wee
There is the top of a building in the western side of the city. They've converted into a large garden, which is open to the sky, and the Terrace worshippers meet there almost every day.
Interesting.
I would probably go there while they all.
We're gonna go
Okay.
visit Scale.
We're going to
Father.
start all the way to the
Dig some
right,
holes.
and then go left around the table.
Okay.
Actually,
No.
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 alright, Vale.
Say no. Say no. Say no. We'll go all the way around back to Ashley.
Ashley will be the grand finale then.
Okay. So we're going to skip Vale.
What?
Alright, no more Hove,
Wait, what?
Raziel. Alright,
Oh.
Violet.
That's right.
Alright, Violet. You arrive at the...
The library. I'm excited about this library.
Wahoo.
One second, hold on.
I've never had
Hey,
like.
you got
This
it.
is the
Spencer
nerdiest.
Spencer wants us to buy an Awakened Eldritch Cube really bad.
Yeah,
That
same.
sounds really cool.
Convince him to give us one.
That
That is your
He
job.
said it's 735 gold. I'm not sure where he's getting math.
Yeah.
It's in there.
We have an Eldritch Cube in
We don't
the
have
book.
an
I think he
Awakens.
posted
and
the
he
math.
probably
What?
did the math.
Yeah, because I don't think we have it.
See, I would trust him too.
Well, Awakened is like a high level spell.
But if we
It's
find
not
someone to
level
cast
four.
it.
Yeah.
Well,
Right.
that's what I mean.
That's probably the cost
Yep.
of like getting.
Spencer, when we hit level 7,
I'll literally buy one.
Cite your sources.
we'll
We
buy.
can do it.
Doesn't
Give me the math.
Has
Castle level 11. Okay. Spell level 6. 10 plus 75. So, okay, yeah. I thought I saw the math on the stream. I didn't have it open on my phone. Sorry, Spencer. But once we're level 11, we're going to buy an Awakened Eldritch Cube. That means he could speak.
You arrive at Reverie,
Ooh.
the Reverie Library.
That's what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's also the thing that Amari do inside sleep.
Read.
Oh, yeah. Accurate, actually. They can do that.
I could think of some other things.
Make more Amari. Anyway, you arrive at Reverie.
Violet jumps off the building.
No.
Alright, that was an easy end to that character.
Who's next?
You take
Jumping!
minimum falling damage. You take 20.
She's fine.
Jump again.
Damn it. Damn it.
I would have to jump.
I'm level 20.
This is gonna take a while.
I eventually get like DR 10.
What books are you looking
So,
for?
I'm not. I'm gonna go
Takes you forever to die.
meditate in the special room.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna look.
As you walk through the library, oh my god, it's it. Is it? It is. It's the.
I love that Spencer wants us to get an Awakened Eldritch Cube.
I know.
Because now I want an Awakened Eldritch Cube.
Yeah. That sounds like
When we go back to the cube.
Hold on.
Squish and squash.
We can awaken Squish and Quash.
That could be terrifying.
No,
They're just like, feed me.
What if they never shut up?
I mean, they get an intelligence score.
So
of,
the
like,
library looks like
humanoid.
this.
That's really cool.
With large, tall windows, and then the library.
one of those.
You should post a link in chat.
The
That's really
bookcase
pretty.
sides go for stories, and it's all open air, so you can see to the top floor. Why the fuck did that open? I hit the wrong button. That's why.
Good job.
It looks like a laptop. That's silly. As you walk in, there's a lot of tables arrayed throughout the area. There's a whole bunch of people here. Like I said, the library itself is open air. It's all wrought iron all the way to the roof of 4 stories. The top floor you cannot see. Well, you can't see into it. You can see it because it's the roof and it's glass.
Go upstairs.
As you're walking up the stairs, actually you take the lift. There is no stairs.
Go up the lift.
A man is standing next to you.
What's his name? Ulrich.
Yes.
How's it going?
He says it's been quite a while since I've been here.
Why?
You'll probably figure it out.
Earl?
What? No.
Just because he's a sneaky rogue rogue doesn't mean he worships you.
Snack. I'm a filthy snack.
Filthy snack.
I'm interested to see how I find out.
Okay. Well, as you go upstairs, the liftings, the smell of fresh Siluri flowers reaches your nose as you enter the room. The entire top floor appears to be made out of some hardwood on the walls and roof that you would immediately recognize as someone's lairish tree. It has essentially taken over the entire top floor. So, as you proceed around, the rooms are separated by what appear to be hanging leaf branches that spread as you approach. There's a bunch of places for private meditation, but a a middle-aged Amari woman approaches you.
What is middle age?
You would assume she's about 500.
Okay.
Jesus.
She introduces herself as High Priest Zentha. At your service. You seem to be a new recruit here. You notice that Ulrich did not follow you. He's still standing back in the main room looking down at the library below him. It's about 2 rooms back.
So you can't come in here?
No, he already entered the temple.
Oh, he's just...
He didn't.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't?
He chose not to.
Oh.
He's in the main temple. He just hasn't followed you into the side room yet. So anyway, a woman just said something to you. Were you going to say anything to her or just stare awkwardly at her breasts?
Why are you there?
Excuse me, our eyes are up here.
What's your options? A or B? No middle ground.
See, stare at the floor. No.
I've made my decision.
I just told her that I was just passing through. And
In the middle of your thing, she goes, Ulrich! And runs straight past you.
Oh, jeez.
Is it his baby mama?
Is that his baby mama?
She rushes over to him and embraces him in a
His mom.
rib-breaking hug, and he blushes
screaming.
deeply.
He's screaming at
And he
me.
tries to perform the small child's version of squirming out from underneath of her, but does not succeed. He also looks like he's not trying very hard.
It's his mom. I go,
You should just walk up and be really offended. Who's this?
And who the fuck is this?
Oh, I'm his sister, bitch.
I just like clear my throat.
You roll
Grunt.
sense motive.
Oh, that's a good one.
I should have gotten the sense motive thing I was looking at. 15.
You can assume it is his mother as she plants a series of kisses all over his face.
Oh my god.
I will never look at him the same.
My
little
snickered.
baby.
We just witnessed this man murder some
And then-
demons.
He did a backflip and stabbed a demon.
What is mama, though?
What is mama?
I'm just like laughing.
After a few seconds, all of a sudden she just stops and stands up straight and then turns towards you. Oh.
That's good.
I just say, oh.
Ulrich walks between you and says, "This is my mother."
Nice to meet you.
Mm-hmm. Charmed, I'm sure.
She says it to me?
No, that's what he says.
Oh.
You should just embarrass him. Go full on in with this mom. Like, just go full on. Like, how's it going?
I've heard so much about you.
She says, "Well, I assume you would like to follow me.
Sure.
She
Here's some baby pictures.
I'm like terrified at this point. I like don't know how to react. I'm like, this is very socially awkward.
Yeah.
Anyway, she takes you to a small side private meditation room. It has a small altar to your
To Ural?
Oh, wait, what?
We've come full circle.
We've been duped.
I'm there.
Bamboozled.
Val's like, what are you doing here?
In traditional Silverai fashion, it possesses no furniture. It is just like lounge pillows and things scattered all over the room. The small marble altar to Aledra sits in front of a large round window overlooking the city. And then she leaves and says, "You two probably need some time alone."
You.
I feel like
Make me some Greg.
I feel like you don't do that here.
Yeah, you probably
This
don't.
probably isn't the place, you know? More.
I mean, if it was the Temple
I'm
of Ural.
I'm assuming it's her
Sirs.
tree.
What?
I'm assuming it's her tree.
Do you say that to him?
No, I'm just.
You have no way of knowing.
Okay.
Is that your
Sirs
mom's
is
tree?
encouraged.
I just meditate.
Yeah.
Seduction, though.
You just
Sorry.
meditate? You just ignore
Oh,
him?
some hanky-panky.
Okay. Anyway,
He's here, but this is what we're supposed to do here.
he sits down next to you, stares out the window.
Okay. We can come back. I'm meditating.
Okay, about an hour passes.
Okay.
He interrupts your meditation by handing you a small piece of candy.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Jesus.
He
Isn't
uncatches
that
it and hands it to you.
Sweet.
What kind of candy?
It appears to be,
Is it poison?
Okay.
it appears to be a mint truffle.
Okay, I can't find that.
Ooh.
Some fancy candy. He keeps candy in his cash.
Yo, this guy's a baller.
He has like so many secrets.
This is the one.
He's got the moves.
Anytime I would see
He's
you
like
two
a
guys together, I'd be
7.1 now.
Ooh.
Oh!
Because he got
point one.
candy.
This man's got candy in his head.
Yo, he got Mike and Ike's.
If he had
I'm
a
coming
van,
back.
It might go up 0.5.
If he had what?
A van.
Oh my god.
What about like a wispy beard? Like
a wispy beard?
it's even if he grew it in, it wouldn't really be a beard.
What about a man bun?
A man bun?
No?
Leather
Okay.
jacket?
No.
Leather jacket.
Brad's dating no
What you going
cousins.
for?
Does his
No.
van have a bed in it?
No, as a joke, it was gonna be candy.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Does this
Take the
man have a
candy.
sweet wizard drawn on the side?
Is there is it like a faux pas to like interrupt
No,
somebody meditating?
I mean,
probably not.
Over like an hour.
probably as rude as it is to interrupt someone praying, which, depending on the circumstance.
He's
You've
handing
been
me
here
candy.
for an hour and he
Yeah,
handed you
I
some
mean-
candy.
Like he
That's
respected
a lot
you
of
enough
praying.
to wait
Right.
that long.
He's probably been sitting there.
I don't know how much praying you did. He gave you an hour to pray.
Like,
Yeah.
if
I don't know what you're
like,
trying to say to
someone's,
Aledra, but...
like,
This man's still here. Oh, there's candy. Never mind.
I
good.
take the candy.
We good.
Thanks, bro.
I take the candy.
I think an hour is a respectable amount of time for someone to...
I have lots of questions.
For who?
After a few
God.
seconds,
Oh.
he says, and that's why I don't come here very often.
Oh, I understand.
It took him an hour to get the courage to say that?
He's got candy but no ball.
He goes to explain
He
that
could gut a demon.
his
but-
mother doesn't quite understand his lifestyle.
Also understandable.
Oh, he's kidding.
Oh, he's gay.
Oh, so you and Rowan?
Wow.
Wow.
More along the killing demons for sport thing, but sure.
Oh, so you're doing it for sport, not to
Oh, this
better
guy's a badass.
your nation?
I don't live here.
That's a good point.
So does his nation. He lives in Shard Falls.
Lived.
His
Briefly.
mom's here, I'm assuming. Where are you from?
Still right?
I know,
Where are
but his
you
tree
from?
took root in...
Not history.
Happens.
You didn't ask where history is.
Yeah, it was in Shard Falls.
It was in Chardwell.
We're gonna go back to history.
Okay. It's understandable.
He hands you another piece of candy.
I'm good, thank you.
Wow.
I don't want to be fat.
He just floats it in front of you for a few seconds.
I take it. It's candy.
I agree.
Okay, Vale, your turn.
Thank you. Jeez. Had to make it up.
As you approach the temple to Aledra, which you know is hidden inside of another building.
You mean Ural?
What?
Wait, what?
What are you guys doing here?
I'm just rolling with it.
Anyway, you approach the temple to Ural, which you know is inside of a gutted-out apartment complex.
It's burned to the ground.
No.
You realize that the apartment you used to live in is still intact and across the street.
Okay, interesting.
Rowan follows you inside
Okay.
the temple.
Not the apartment.
Not the apartment. He has no interest in hanging out in your apartment with you.
Why
Ouch.
Wait, why not?
Ouch.
He got a new,
The opposites.
he got a new boo.
Yeah,
That's an Amari.
He does. Confirm.
That's fine.
Confirm.
Do you need the bitch's name?
No.
I can give you her name.
No.
Oh, okay.
No!
I'm a lady.
Anyway, as you enter the Blackstone brick building,
Of course it's mine.
fucking Euro, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Illuminated only by the starlight through the porthole in the roof of the ruined building.
Portal.
The portal.
Porthole. I mean, it's a hole that leads to outside, so it's kind of like a port.
Okay.
Anyway, as you enter the building, you are rapidly glomped by a 45-year-old woman.
Rapidly glommed?
Yeah.
Like
So it happens
Just-
more than once?
You hear the pitter-patter of feet and then
Okay, I'm like suffocating a little. I'm like, oh my god, okay, okay.
she goes into a long spiel about how you're alive and she didn't expect to see you so soon. What the fuck are you doing back here? Are you crazy? It's dangerous.
Yeah, that's kind of the point. That's why we're back.
What?
I'm going to take care of business once and for all.
Wait. What? You can't though.
Why?
He has a lot of followers now, and he has pretty much total control over the city.
It's not
We have
getting.
a Raziel.
It's not getting any better.
We have a enlarged Raziel.
The longer we wait, the worse it gets.
Come here, you little Vantis bitch.
Yeah. We've tried to stem some of the tide, but it hasn't quite worked out as well as I'd hoped.
How much do you know?
Enough.
We're just gonna cast hold.
Come with me. She takes you farther into the temple,
that's a nat
and
20.
pulls a small stone, and then the statue spins to the left, and there's a staircase, and she gestures you down.
I go down.
And Rowan follows. And
I would be familiar.
statue to Euro goes back in. You know these are her private chambers, which can only be viewed by somebody who knows her exact location. It's part of her secret keeping. You, Rowan, and 2 other individuals are known to know where this is.
Okay.
And that is all. One of them is her son.
Okay.
Our baby boy.
She takes you downstairs,
Mhm.
takes you over to a small black wooden chest on the corner, which appears to be painted. And she gestures to it and says, I'm pretty well aware of how this works. And she opens it.
Okay.
Inside is a glitter of rings that you find familiar.
So she's been collecting rings.
Nice.
How many?
She has 8 in total.
Yo, that's
And she's
8
just been
less
keeping up-
people's fingers we gotta cut.
I asked her what she's been doing with the hands.
The Night Mother is less discreet.
She ain't just removing fingers.
Oh.
Oh, that took me a minute. Oh,
Good for her.
She just murdering people.
okay. Well, that's one
Is
way
this
to
just a
get-
normal box?
get the
Because
job done.
I feel like we should do something.
Yeah.
I'm glad Hope's not here.
How?
I don't think we'd be
What-
welcome
what
here.
No.
What precautions have you taken to make sure these aren't found?
The chest is wrapped in your standard assortment of magical protections. Plus, it's in this room. You can't know the box
Oh, you
exists
can't.
without knowing if someone's told you how to get down here.
I'm like, mine are in the bank.
Did you say that? Withdraw them and bring them here.
That might not be a bad idea. Can I bring my wizard down? I trust her with my life.
Sure.
You're a what?
I'm a what? You're a what?
So I can
Why
give
did
her
we
the long
start
short
this?
of what we've been up to, and that we have a few. Does she know? Can she give me a list of names?
Did we have enough rings?
Does she know more
Yes.
people?
She gives you a list of names, which we will go over next time.
Yeah, we can handle that.
Um,
You can compile them at a later date.
Yes. She gives you a list of the known ring bearers in the city, a total of 17. That is after she's removed 8 of them.
Any halflings?
Do we? There, never mind. I'm not there.
Yes, he keeps it on a gold chain around his neck.
This seems safer.
He screams a lot. And his human friends keep trying to kill him, and he's not really sure why.
Just one?
Like 100 times. He kicked him down a mountain. It was pretty stupid.
He redeems himself, okay?
Go on.
Oh, she mentions that movement throughout the city is dangerous at the moment. She's lost 3 acolytes in the last month. And she does not plan to lose any more. The Void have taken up as the sword arm.
That sounds like we need to take it on.
Is she aware that the head guy there is one of the ring bearers?
Yes.
Okay.
Is one of his, it's on, his name's on the list.
Okay. Okay. Could she sit down and could we go over a list of my known safe houses versus ones that might have been compromised or changed?
Sure.
So we could do that. Okay.
Most of your safe houses are still intact.
Okay.
As far as she knows. She's been using them for...
As far as she can tell.
Yes, as far as she can tell. Mostly because she's been using them for the last couple of months since you've been gone. She's also mentioned that she's kept your apartment a secret.
I was gonna ask about that. Okay.
And
left your room
has
just like
imbued
you
it with the
did.
same properties as the
Oh shit!
downstairs.
Sick.
You got a super non-detection-y apartment.
Panic
Oh,
room.
hit that bitch out! Alright.
She really needs to read on the clock. She's
I'm seeing lots of parallels.
Okay, that's pretty sweet. Has anyone been looking for us? Me?
No, the general idea that you're presumed to be dead.
Yeah.
And if you and Rowan are the only 2 here, then I believe that's the only 2 that have made it out alive.
That's a bit of a blow, but I've had multiple years to come to terms with that, so.
I mean, you got him back.
I just nod a little, because I get it. Okay,
Baron Bunbon is currently playing Planet Coaster.
good.
He should be playing Heroes of the Storm on my account.
I hug her a whole lot.
Aww.
Oh, I tell her about all my crazy stuff in the Feywild, and I show her my weird.
That you have a friend that has a sword of the one.
Yeah,
Court.
like I'm gonna tell her about all that without dropping his name. But like, the
As you
abstract-
go over your story, the first question, your DM to you, did I ever tell you the name of the woman that you met in the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Feywild?
Lu something. Started with an L.
Lucine?
Lucine. It was
Lucine.
Lucine. Mhm.
And it, while you're telling your story,
Does she know about her?
yes, she freaks
Oh,
out upon
really?
you meeting her and says she's one of the Night Mother's chosen emissaries on these plains and others. Having you met her is a great blessing upon you, and other things like that. And then you tell her about all the other things, and then
Maybe you can
Do you mention that you're traveling with a holy man of Nogric?
Oh, I would tell her all about all my new BFFs.
all my new BFFs.
This chick was kind of like my mom friend.
Okay.
And a holy Vasar of Dogrix that happens to carry
I was like,
probably an evil sword.
when I first came to Dragonheart, I was like super aimless, and then she was like the
That's a
one that
shame.
kind of made me who I am.
That's what we Nogrics do.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
She's your first.
Yeah.
I've learned to read.
Her name is
like this
Sinezra,
bad
so you can write that down.
What, Nogrex?
because of the greed aspect.
Mhm.
too.
Senesra.
You can get away with mostly everything under Nogrex.
Senesra. Okay, what?
As you tell her about all the other cool things you did, she checks out your gloves and says, "Ooh and ah, and this is so great," and blah blah blah.
This makes you stab really good.
And then you get to the part about the sword.
Uh-oh.
She might know stuff about your dude.
You know your sword.
With the oil on it?
Dagger?
Mhm.
Oh no, oil.
The oil sword?
My
The
cleave
11
machine.
curved blade.
You might cleave.
That came from Lucine, right? The oil.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You didn't
the
even
oil
have
thing.
cleave.
No.
We should take it and just spin.
We'll be
To
like,
win.
Yeah.
Spin too.
What are those things? The things that Beyblades?
Yeah, basically. We could become Reaper.
Yeah.
Or Garen.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
gay ren.
Anyway, when you get to your sword and tell her about the oil and everything, she says, "Show me."
Cool. Yeah, sure.
She takes a sharp intake of breath, and she gets up from her where she's sitting and walks over to a small bookcase next to her desk and comes back and hands you a book.
Hey, Burke.
The book is Twilight, and it's not about a vampire.
Thank God! You scared me!
Twilight, it's about this stupid...
Edward
I-
Cullen.
Should read the book.
I look at it kind of puzzled and then looked at
Some
look
edgy
at her,
vampires.
'cause
Shit.
What?
Read it, you'll see.
Where should I start?
Probably at the beginning.
It's a very good place to start.
Oh,
That's
okay.
usually where I read my books from. Sometimes I start at the end. You know?
Read them backwards.
Okay. I'll take the book.
Mhm.
Put it in my bag.
It explodes.
Is there a certain reason that these?
The first thing you'll notice is as you take the book, it feels warm, but then slightly cool.
Icy.
And you notice that the pages are black,
Oh.
and so is
Right.
the cover.
Read them.
The only thing written is in like a bluish light. It just says Twilight on the front.
If I flip it open, like, is there text and everything?
Nope.
How am I supposed to read this?
You'll
Wait.
see.
Just wait till nighttime.
Okay. Yeah, I'll probably bring it back to my
You probably need to read it at nighttime.
If we're done catching up, I'm gonna pray a whole bunch.
Okay.
But I don't know. I mean, I
You're
figured
She
I
leaves
could,
you alone.
I could bring the party here and we can.
You're the best.
She's my girl.
Anna, what do you do?
I would be praying at the garden and like probably thinking about my dead uncle a lot and feeling bad.
Some reminiscent.
And then after a while, while they're doing stuff, I'd probably go check out the burnt down burnt down shop
Oh.
Okay.
and see if it got like rebuilt.
It has recently been reconstructed. Actually, the entire building on that block has. Your uncle's shop no longer exists.
Oh, what's
It is
there?
a corner of a clothing store.
Boo. Lame.
Is it like really fine clothing?
No, it's
School.
We
It's-
buy it out.
like
Burn it down.
We burn it down.
less than standard clothes.
I don't think anyone would buy that building again.
So I went. Is it like a venture clothing store?
No,
kinda?
it's for like common people.
I make it gold a month.
Yeah.
That's the name of the store.
It's like a
Gold a month.
Kmart.
Yeah.
Like a Kmart.
Oh, that's even worse.
It smells like cat pee.
It hasn't been updated since 1986.
It's a Kmart.
It's a Kmart.
I don't go in. I probably just.
It's a Sears in a burnt out mall.
Oh, I'm so sad. I'd probably go back then.
The kind of mall that has, 3 martial arts studios.
Foglin wants to know if she has a Cliff Notes version of the book.
Yeah, like
Just get the audio book.
Spencer says get the audio book. It's my
I-
favorite
That
one.
TLDR.
I'm used to cryptic.
Bargain shop with an E.
This makes me
Foglin's
so
on
sad.
point tonight.
He took a nap. He's ready to go.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Oh my god.
Le bargain shop.
Hey, bargain. Hove and Raziel.
We're visiting
some
the
prey on
Steel Mother.
Father,
You arrived
check
tomorrow-
yourself before you break.
That would be really bad. I worship Serena. You fucking what? Hove just goes, bonk?
I gotta kill you now.
Sorry, but I'm not sorry.
Like, I'm sworn to do that.
Yeah.
I can't stop.
You know that? You know that mutagen you used to enlarge person? Can I see that for a second? No.
And he probably cried a little
Wormfather.
As you arrive at what appears to be like a small fortress built into the side of the
the
wall
other
on the
thing I like
northern
about them.
side,
Yeah, it is.
You notice the interior of the building is eerily silent, as if no one is here.
Hello? I call out.
Your voice echoes against the stone walls within as the pillars hold up the building. You realize that the building wasn't built up, but down. It is built into the cliff face. Where?
Cincinnati.
I'm not driving to Cincinnati. Fuck that. It's like
I'm
5
not.
hours.
Free
How
puppy.
far we drove for Cincinnati and Nelson?
Like 3.
Yeah.
And it's past Cincinnati. In any case, your footsteps echo across the hallways as you continue down. You notice that many of the places in which your faithful would stay are empty.
This is concerning.
I'm
Are there any
visibly-
lights?
No, all of the torches and electric technology in the building has been turned off or has been burnt out.
Cast light on my hand.
Or you can touch the lights as you go. They'll turn on.
Cast light on my hand because it's more
Okay.
fun.
Cast light. I cast light on the lights.
I am.
So when
ready.
they light, they also get light. Double light.
Thanks, Exhibit.
So while you light,
Anyway,
Thanks, Exhibit.
while you light, you can light while you light. Anyway,
let's go down.
okay. As you proceed farther down into the structure, you begin to reach the area where the high priest and things would reside, deep into the bowels, built like a dragon's hoard. A large natural cavern turned into a sort of abode is where you find yourself. On the opposite side of the doorway is a hallway that leads out to a open air cavern which looks out into onto the bay. You're about halfway down the cliff at this point.
Is it empty?
No, the first thing you notice is that you smell the stench of death. As you proceed into the high priest's chamber, you realize that his door was severely ripped off of its hinges and blown inwards, as if by a large bomb. The wooden shards litter the room as you begin to sort through the wreckage within. It looks like everything inside this room is tossed and turned and moved around as if somebody was looking for something, but you can't really tell what. On the opposite side of the room, you find the high priest himself, a Visar, one that you've met once before. His wings were removed before he had his throat slit.
Do you know this guy?
He appears to have been put up a small fight, but has killed none of his assailants, as there are no other bodies here, or they were removed.
I am looking for anything that would hint me as to who the fuck did this.
Yup.
As you proceed through the chamber, you begin going through his belongings. Can I roll
Respectful.
perception checks for both?
I'm a
Nat 20?
20.
Oh
Okay, Hove, never mind, stop rolling. Hove, don't give me your total, bitch, you fucking succeed.
I know, just in case we need other
Did you both
rolls.
get that 20s?
No, I didn't even
Ah.
finish.
That's happened before. You really
Go ahead and roll.
times,
Go ahead and
like,
roll.
5.
Okay.
I'm very not happy.
That's fine.
Like statistically, though, rewatching some of these, we get nat 20s at the same time
A
more
lot.
often than not.
You find a large bone desk. You recognize it as Dragonstone. That's what we call it, right?
Yeah.
Dragonstone.
Mhm.
As you go through the interior drawers and stuff have all been pulled out and everything else, and you're going through it all. And as you begin placing them back in, you realize that the bottom drawer doesn't quite go in. It hits something. So you pull it back out, you look inside, and you realize that there's a small... in order to access this panel, you'd have to pull the whole drawer out, then unlock it. And then pull it
okay.
open. The key is stuck inside the thing, which isn't letting you shut the thing. In any case, you turn the key. Inside out pours out 4 memory crystals.
are my favorite. I'm going to take them.
They are numbered 1, 2, 3, 4.
Nice.
We should go for 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Or 4, 3, 2, 1, like
No,
in your
1, 2, 3,
books.
4.
It's going to take you a while to go through these.
Obviously.
So you're probably going to have to take them
They
with
always do.
you. Where would you like to go now?
Well,
Back out to the main cavern or leave?
While he's doing that, I'm still looking to find any hints as to fucking footprints, fucking clothing stuck
For-
on some wood.
Roll perception.
5 again. God damn it. I'm not doing good. I'm super pissed off that this man's wings were removed before he was killed.
As you make your way, you begin to realize what had happened. His assailants came downstairs, blew in his door, murdered him before he had the chance to react, and then left out into the larger cavern. You follow the obvious markings, I guess. It appears that a lot of men fought in these hallways. Blood splatters, things like that. You can easily follow them out to the larger cavern, where you find the rest of the followers of the Worm Father. A array of dwarves, halflings, humans, most of them human, and one sole Amari are littered throughout the room. However, it appears that a special method was taken for the Vasar within, as they are nailed to the walls with their wings.
Am I the first one to find the room?
Yeah. You also note something a little odd. Can you roll perception for me?
Do it.
I'm gonna re-roll with a different die, because that was a 5 again. That's a 3. What the?
So take the 5.
That's
Okay. You find a set of clothes, a weapon, some gold in a pouch, but no body.
Wait, what? I find the clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Someone took the body.
No.
Wait.
Noir, their bodies vanish.
After a certain amount of time, roughly about 3 weeks, your body will vanish.
So it's been a while.
I catch up with him eventually, I'm
An
guessing.
awakened Elder Cube is 2,750 gold.
Right,
I'm
I'm
just-
guessing I catch up with him.
Yeah.
I'm standing in the center of this room, like, clearly, like, shaking. There's a bunch of us are pinned to the walls.
I'm gonna go up and I'm going to examine one of the nearby dwarf bodies.
They look like they had died fighting. Everyone in the room, roll heal.
Oh my god. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah.
17.
Everyone in the room had died from a slashing or piercing weapon. No bludgeoning at all. They appear to have been taken unawares. Most of the wounds, the killing ones, are usually in the back.
I have a small PTSD flashback to the Darkest War, and then I come back.
From what you can tell, it was sheer panic in the room. They had no idea what was going
They were
on.
probably just down here, just doing stuff.
Most of the weapons lay untouched or still sheathed.
Or
The
they've been
Vasar
infiltrated
had
and
put up
turned
a
on.
fight before dying, though you're not sure against what. There are no assailants in the room.
Surprising they didn't kill anyone.
If you point out the, like, stuff that has no body by
Yeah,
it,
well, that's probably where I'm standing. Because that's the thing that...
What the fuck is this?
Yeah, that's the
going
thing that really
through that,
surprises
are there
me.
any sort of, like, if there's weapons, is there any sort of carvings on the weapons or any sort of insignias or whatnot in
Yep.
the belongings?
Whoever this was a Night Father or a Worm Father worshiper.
But it's a no.
Well, Hove kind of looks at Raziel silently.
I'm taking the Vasar down.
Okay.
Hove
I'm going to be down here a while.
Hove
We got a lot of
begins-
bodies to fucking...
Hove begins like saying prayers for everyone who's fallen. Like we're probably there for
We're going to be here
a long time. They're gonna meet up before we come back, probably guaranteed.
I assume... Is there, like, crypts attached to this?
Mhm.
We have to inter a bunch of bodies.
We do everything
Yeah.
that you're supposed to. I do all the rites and whatnot.
So you guys are here for a long time.
Yeah. If we come back to you guys, we're exhausted.
Yeah.
Maybe even the next
Mary.
morning.
Probably.
Next afternoon.
It's gonna take a while.
Seems no.
When looking through the bodies and like doing all this stuff, is there anyone else that we recognize?
No.
Thank you.
Do you go through the rest of the building?
Well, yeah. We would probably do that before
Well,
starting
Do you
everything.
guys need us?
This is very personal.
Yeah, I would hope would be going through the building.
I know.
We gotta clear
Okay.
it.
In one of the chambers, you would assume is the like what the fuck's it called, dude? A claw of Nogrics. Essentially the head of the military faction within. Everything inside the room is sized for a dwarf. He's probably one of the ones that died downstairs. In total, you inter about 75 bodies. There are no lay worshippers here. That's one of the things you note immediately. They're all full faithful. They've given their life to the Wormfather for everything. As you continue, you find a set of prayer beads.
Standard or lesser?
Yep. You find masterwork mithril full plate, size for a dwarf.
Okay.
You also note one odd thing. The dwarf's room contains a weapon, but it possesses no handle. Or, sorry, the opposite way. It possesses no
There's no blade.
blunt or cutting edge. It is just a handle.
Pick it up.
I pick it up.
Can you roll... Do you have spellcraft?
I do not.
You're going to need to follow up your wizard to find out what it does.
Okay.
You should think of a weapon.
That way is hard. Being wizard's kind of fun.
I pocket it for now.
Okay.
Hove wouldn't. I don't think he would try anything. As we're like taking care of the bodies, I want to get an exact count of how many, and whenever like we finish interring another one, I'm gonna take something and do a tally mark on the armor.
Okay.
So the armor's gonna have the number of tally marks that there are dead bodies. Or
Aw.
Hove already did that with his hammer for
Mhm.
his battalion, the Darkest War.
Mhm.
Now he has armor for these guys. This makes me sad.
Right on the fields today.
Yeah. Why are you bringing us on this field trip?
See, I was feeling like going straight for the dude, but now I got to go for his lackeys and take
Yeah, they're fucking dying.
50. So,
Like, I don't think we all signed our permission trips.
-8.
huh?
-8. Heard.
Oh no, this is new. It's still happening.
She got 8 of them though.
Hers,
Right.
hers don't count. This has to be us.
Yeah.
Okay.
We spend the rest of the time that we need to doing the bodies.
About 7 hours pass because they're very easy to take care of.
They
Hello,
probably met up by
friend.
now.
Hi.
Violet, we're back to you as your friend. How long do you meditate for?
I'm probably done.
Okay.
I leave.
He gets up and follows you out. As you continue walking,
Mm-hmm.
he tells you how his mother ended up here.
Okay.
And he says, he prefaces this with, mostly because you like a good story.
I do.
His mother ended up here as a liaison to a sealed for Silurai. His family wasn't very high of standing, but she was she had skills in diplomatic runes.
Oh, okay.
She ended up, her Larish tree ended up taking
Root.
on top of the library after she was almost murdered on the roof.
Who tried to kill her?
The Void.
Oh,
I feel like the void hasn't killed her, dude.
so it was recent?
Last 5 years.
How long has she been here?
5 years.
She was in Celerai all the years before then?
No. She was a liaison to a seal for the last 20. Apparently a jealous nobleman who was upset that she had taken the Queen White Rose's ear wanted to remove her from the diplomatic table.
I'm gonna talk to her. As we're going through, I thank him for sharing his story. I ask him if he spent much time here.
He spent most of his early life here. His mother always had a house in Dragonheart. It being, in the middle.
Yeah. Did he spend like a lot of time specifically like in the library, in this building?
After it took root, yes. But not after he met Rowan.
Does he read? He stabs things. Does he read?
He stabs things. Does he read? Yes, he can read.
I know he can read, but does he read?
Oh, you mean it does? He spend his extra moments in every day with his nose in a book.
Does he read? No.
He says yes.
Really?
He pulls out a book out of nowhere.
What's it about?
This one is...
Oh, wrong book. Fuck.
Oh, that's smart. Go back in.
He's like, oh, let me just try.
Fuck, he's all naked.
Oh, God.
Fuck.
That doesn't count as reading.
Those are me.
The picture book.
He reads Playboy for the stories.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, you
For
kind
the
of have to
article.
now. They don't even have.
Or grandpa.
Anyway, it's a it's a historical fiction piece.
Historical fiction.
Oh, so this
About
guy's
what?
Brad.
Where Celerai was not pushed off the mainland.
Alternate reality. Bullshit.
I will talk to him about books in the future. I would like to talk to his mom.
Okay, you find his mom. She's just walking around.
I tell her that he told me a little bit of their history here. And then, go ahead.
She says, "Dreadful, isn't it, dear? Absolutely dreadful. I was almost murdered on this roof."
That is terrible.
Oh well.
Is
He's
she
like,
like overly dramatic?
Yes.
Okay. I want to ask her if because she had the Queen White Rose's ear. I want to ask her, I guess, how involved she is with the Queen.
Quite. We were close when she was growing up.
How long ago was that?
Oh, 60 or 70 years. I forget. Time. It's such a bother.
She's like 500.
Yeah.
I'm like a baby.
Yeah. She's literally like, how the fuck are you old enough to walk?
I want to ask her. I want to ask if she knew my grandma, but I'm not going to say it's my grandma. I'm just going to say the name.
Have you heard of it?
Well, I knew she was involved, but I didn't know exactly how she was involved.
Involved in what?
Something about Curzon's beckoning. She was here last time. Something. I don't remember.
Do you know who she was working with?
Yeah, the two,
Some handsome gentleman.
what? How did Dragonheart describe them? The,
Blackburns?
no. Well, that's their name, of course, but that's not how we knew them. It's been a while. It's what, like 100 and some years?
Because Curzon's what, every 75?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, they would have prepared before.
Oh, I don't remember. The warrior princess. What's her name?
Xena?
Gwen.
Yeah, Guinevere.
Yeah.
Xena?
That's interesting. Do you have any books on any of that?
Somewhere down there.
Okay, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
She just seems not happy about it.
She seems as if she possesses a personal grudge for Guinevere, but you're not sure of how or why.
I think she wanted her man.
Did you ever meet them?
Quite a few times. Obviously.
Did you meet
They live in
Maverick?
Dragonheart after all. What?
Did you meet Maverick?
Is that the cute one?
Hell yeah.
I mean, he was handsome.
I wouldn't say handsome. He was a little too young for me. We'll go with cute. He was also the wrong race.
Girl, you don't know how old he was.
Girl.
Girl, he was like 200 years up.
Girl. Why did Office 365 install? I don't want Office 365.
Okay, I'm just gonna go and like look for books. I thank her for her time.
Pour me some of that good stuff.
Take them.
Have one.
Take them all.
Just
You
one.
can have as many as you want.
Well, just one. I would like to take one as well.
Yes. Anyone who wants to take them.
Thank you.
They're fucking
Oh, I
they're
took two on
like one
accident.
Oh, I'll take it then.
Oh god, it tastes like toothpaste.
It's my
I
favorite
love it.
flavor.
I was like, this makes delicious.
Oh no. Get back in there.
What flavor is that? Toothpaste?
Wintergreen.
Toothpaste.
It's my favorite.
Anyway, peppermint's fine.
just like
I
the
go
color.
to look at books.
Okay.
I would like to spend the next hour to 2 hours looking at books, specifically curse inspecting, anything that Blackburn related, anything like that.
Okay, we'll start with the beginning. Roll a knowledge check. Doesn't specifically matter which one you roll.
I think it's the void.
Just a knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna find that out. And then
History.
we're gonna go on killing spree. We're not gonna sleep.
That
Everyone,
one.
everyone thinks we're in our bed.
Eleven.
You get completely lost inside the library, and the only thing you find yourself, for some reason, you keep finding yourself back in the romance section.
I swear to God, later the void is bizarre.
And then, no,
And put that
he's
dude
with
in
you.
dungeon.
And on the 5th or 6th time you end up in this section, he says you could just be a bit more direct. Vale, you're up.
Jesus Christ. You're good at troll.
Why are you doing this to me?
I just killed all their friends, and you're...
You're teasing me about a boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
he doesn't have cooties. It's fine.
He might
No,
though.
I don't want a boyfriend.
Just say no.
I'm a strong, independent Amari.
We don't need no male Amari, except
You know,
eventually. Anyway,
In the area.
what are you doing?
Maybe I said I want to do these.
That's pretty nuts.
Just for free.
Eventually I would probably go over to my apartment.
It'll change when you're older, dear.
I hate when people vote.
Oh.
Yeah.
You enter your apartment.
Yeah.
First thing you notice is that you can't quite remember where it is.
I lived there.
It got all them spells and stuff on it.
Oh.
I don't understand the magics. I'm like
Weird
really
magic
confused.
rules.
You should ask your woman face.
Who's there? Is it just me and
You and Ron.
my dude?
Hmm?
This is weird. Do I find it?
After searching for a while,
Do I just like not remember what room it is, or like what do you mean by I can't find it?
it's on the top floor. Can't
Okay.
figure out how to get to the top floor.
Oh. Do I have a penthouse?
Uh-huh.
Baller.
I mean, it's on the shitty side of town, so...
Yeah.
Actually, it's not. You're actually only about 4 blocks away from these two.
I don't mind having a shitty penthouse.
It's not shitty. It's just a penthouse. The rest of your building is empty.
If you were close enough, you could feel the grief.
Yeah, probably.
I feel as if 75 lives were just snuffed out all at once.
Oh god.
And that there's a dwarf and a Vassar about to go on a war path.
As soon as you tell me a hint at the void, I'm going home.
Do I find it?
Enlarge
Eventually,
Raziel Hove and Raziel.
as you
Not
wander
an
around
attack.
the
It's not an escape.
It's an attack.
6th floor, You eventually find a small key that appears to be made of some black glass. And the second you pick it up, you remember exactly how to get to your room.
Oh, sweet. I'm gonna go there.
After about 5 minutes, you realize that Ron is not behind you.
Why?
He appears to have gotten lost.
Is there only one key?
You dumbasses up here.
Can I make another key?
We're down here.
Did you find him?
Interring our fallen.
Hey, where did you go?
Come with me.
Who takes your hand?
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll take his hand.
You get him.
Okay.
Oh.
Could she make another key?
Doesn't need another key. You just showed him how to get
Oh, once he knows how to get there. Okay. Oh, duh. Okay, sorry.
That's so baller.
Yeah.
it. You enter your apartment to find out it's exactly how you left it.
Oh.
Everything.
Aww.
All of your shitty.
All your stuff is still here.
Fucking what?
Sorry, I'm a little salty at the moment.
I'm a little sad.
You're a little sad.
I'm a little sad.
If I wasn't so,
the elder key.
if I wasn't so manly, I'd be crying.
Grown men can cry.
The problem is when he cries, he enlarges.
Where?
And then his tears drown babies.
Then I cry more.
It's a
Aww.
vicious cycle.
And then all of a sudden he's the size of a house.
It's my family's curse.
When he cries, he gets larger. Oh, man.
Wow.
Everything's exactly where you left it.
Everything?
Including the bloodstain in the middle floor.
That one time you passed out and smashed your head in the wall.
Shut up.
That happened in real life, sorry.
Are there stairs in this apartment?
No. She has a personal lift to her
A
floor.
lift.
She just hasn't turned it on in a while.
So like all my things are there, probably right where I left them.
Yep.
All the food is expired. The cat is mummy.
Imagine you finding like an outfit you forgot you had.
Yeah.
Just like, oh my
Fucking fog one today.
shoes or something.
Go in my closet and find all my shit.
Fuck.
It's nice. Me and my dude talk
Hanging in.
about old times.
There's a lot of, you remember when? And
No.
we should go to the roof.
I got it through.
Why the fuck do hipsters always want to go to the roof?
Why not?
We're underground.
It's covered in snow, but you still go to the roof.
Not in
It gives you a good view of the northern side of the city.
I use
And the lake
rooftops a
beyond.
lot, so. I still have the book.
What?
I still have the book.
Yep.
So I'm just chilling on the roof. What's on the roof?
Whatever you had up there.
Damn it, fuck you. So I got some stuff on the roof.
Yeah. Probably
A chair.
some chairs,
Table.
table.
Couple brewskis.
Couple
Yeah.
Bruce.
Dude is sitting in the snow.
Oh my god.
Look over cool.
I'm gonna sit on my chair
Cincinnati
like
ice.
an old lady.
Jesus.
This is now.
You know we're gonna have to rebuild.
I
this
pull
shit.
out my book.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to read it.
As you open it, the starlight above lights
Oh my
the words on the page. The downside is it's written in a language you don't speak.
Aww.
Can I identify what language?
Abyssal?
Bullshit.
Like I might recognize
Mithric?
French even though I
Rancor.
don't speak it. Or
Merci
do you want
beaucoup!
me to roll linguistics to identify what it is?
It's in Vandar.
It's in.
I want to learn that, so that'd
it's
be
in,
great.
It's in Rancor.
Same.
Rancor.
That makes the most sense.
Right, totally. Just randomly up here. Or
Oh, I don't know that.
Washing?
one.
Yeah.
Maybe it's in Trist.
A mixture
That
of
actually
two.
makes some
No, it
sense.
So, yeah. A little.
It's a mixture
I
of
wouldn't be surprised if it's Trist.
Washun and Trist.
I can read Tris.
Wish?
Do you have linguistics? Roll it.
It's in Wrist.
10.
You should take a 20.
Can I take 10?
It is written in Umbral,
What
Ew.
is that?
the language native to the Shadow Realm.
Ooh.
I want to learn that. Who can teach
Sorry, Gloom. Anyway, what?
You hear?
It's written in kobolds. That's fun.
Shedded dragon scales everywhere.
Who can teach me?
Native to
The book.
I can read it.
Yeah.
If you put a point In linguistics, you can just learn.
It's written in COBOL. Nobody can read COBOL. Anyway, what?
Nothing.
Okay.
I asked him if he thinks. Did we all agree to meet up later? Were we like calling it for a night? Were we?
We're gonna be late.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Didn't we talk about going to renting out a tavern or something? Or not renting, but like...
I think we
The
got a
whole
room
town.
at like
a
a
room.
West Side Inn.
We would rent a
West
tavern.
Side.
But y'all could come to my sick pet house.
I think it would be safe to be in a secret tent house.
It would be. I just need to know where we're gonna meet up. Probably like
Probably
a tavern
like an
or
inn.
something.
Oh,
we
it's
probably.
this page.
I'm sure we decided
I
on
assume-
something,
It's-
but we're not
Does it
gonna be
work?
there.
I would have picked some
No.
sick ass tavern on the West
I
Side.
thought I was having graphic errors, and it's not.
Oh.
So we'll say that we
Go
decided on
2-1.
a
Shut up,
tavern
Lachlan.
Okay.
Yeah.
West Side.
We decided on a tavern on the west side.
The tavern's name is.
This one for an hour.
I'm gonna
man,
close
that's
the
fine.
book and I'm like, we should probably get to the tavern. I would really like to bring everyone here.
Good luck.
Yeah.
The Tricky Pony.
Yes. I
How about the
recommend it.
awesome Canary Pub?
It's tricky.
Organic Caterpillar.
Organic caterpillar.
Ashamed Whistle.
Ashamed whistle?
What? Why is
The
it
Elegant
shame?
Ape.
Are you
Can we go to the
leaving?
ashamed whistle?
Huh?
The
Is it
Faint
leaking?
Cherry Bar.
No. I have no.
The Groovy Chain.
Is there more?
I went tricky pony.
Tricky Pony.
Rob, is
What
there more
about?
plate? Or is there no more plate?
I don't think there were plates.
There are no more plates. Just use paper towels. What I did.
It's cake though.
Very melty ice cream cake at this time.
Rachel, you end up at the Ebony Pyramid Resort and Spa.
Why?
I'm kidding.
I'm like, I'm not going there.
Is there time in
You end up at the Essence, a place that you know is a gathering place for individuals who do not wish to be found. So they all go to the same place.
Why do I go there? Is that
That's
where
the
we meet
place
up?
you just
People don't ask questions.
Okay.
They'll take your gold.
Am I
They
the
don't
first
want
one to
your
get back, or are we the first two to get back?
Yeah, no. You two get back first.
After not being able to find the books I'm looking for, I just look at him and I'm like, we can come back tomorrow.
That's fine. I'll take you to the romance section as much as you want.
I didn't need to take you to the romance sections. I couldn't find what I was
The
looking
leaky
for.
pony.
Say it like
Naked
as
harpy.
monotone as possible. And I roll my eyes.
The entire conversation's like the way back.
The loose lipped
Monotone,
sphinx.
He gives you another truffle.
I don't want any more candy today, thank you.
Cheer up, Buttercup. You'll be fine.
Don't call me
Cheer up,
Buttercup.
Buttercup.
I think I've been around you too long.
Anna, you make it back second. You find your Amari friend lost downstairs because she's not really sure how to get a room or a drink for that matter.
And the other Amari is just laughing in the corner.
Mostly because there's no bartender or person at the front desk.
Do they figure it out?
No.
What do I have to do?
Wait, what do I see then? Like if I don't see front desk?
As you enter the Essence, there is no person at the front desk. There's a bar room behind you to the left. There's a set of stairs to the right that lead up. Behind the desk are a set of keys. And connected to the keys are a room number and a price tag. There's a lockbox sitting on the countertop that is open.
That's very trusting.
I don't think people would fuck with these people.
No.
That seems like a death wish.
Rachel, you arrive third. You know the secret. Both the bartender and the shopkeeper are invisible at all times.
So you guys have just been standing there, and then you walk in like, what are you guys doing? I like this room, thank you?
I'm like, I thought you figured it out. I'm sorry.
They're invisible. How am I going to figure that out?
Oh, you guys
You just learned that spell.
Did I?
Yeah.
see invisibility.
Oh, I didn't cast it.
You wouldn't know.
I haven't gotten to use it
Do you
yet.
cast it now?
It's funny because if I was there,
You find an Amari sitting behind the bar laughing to himself.
Chuckling.
He's a 1.
Oh, he's ugly as fuck.
that's why he's invisible.
In any case, you know that his style of magic is different than yours. He's using psionics, not.
Oh,
He's not actually invisible. He's just removing your ability to mentally
Perceive?
perceive him.
oh.
Cool.
I want to play a psionic.
I like the way that they handle their magic.
I'm like, let's just get a drink.
That'll be my next Pathfinder.
I don't think I have a place I want to take you tonight.
Okay.
I don't want to stay here, but
Okay.
we go to the bar.
Okay.
Oh, so you're gonna wait for the rest of the party?
Yeah.
Good luck.
Oh, we're gonna try.
You know that there's a dragon or
A dragon.
Bazaar.
There's a
You
There's
bazaar.
almost
a
did
Bazaar
it.
behind the bar who uses his wings to make drinks.
That's pretty baller.
Aw, that's cool.
They're vestigial? No, not vestigial.
I'm
Well,
like,
wouldn't that be
No, vestigial means they can't do anything.
Oh,
What is the word?
I know the word you're thinking of, but I can't think of it either.
oh my
Because
god.
monkeys have it sometimes.
A prehensile. Prehensile?
No.
Prehensile?
Prehensile. Prehensile wings.
I'm like, yeah, I really think that Raziel would get a kick out of this guy.
You can't see him either. But.
Wait, are the
Do I know he
drinks
exists?
like floating?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
You just order and then place gold on it.
Huh.
that's kind of funny. Do those two like talk and entertain each other? The boys.
You mean Rowan and. Yeah.
Okay.
But they seem to be speaking in a thieves' cant that you don't understand.
That you
Oh,
can't
they got
understand.
I don't
They-
understand it.
they got their own language, girl.
I'm glaring at
You've
him.
been replaced.
I'm giving him
just
side
the
eyes.
blend.
He specifies that he had to create a new one because the old one was compromised.
You're gonna let me in on that, right?
Eventually, after we figure this problem out.
I try to understand them.
Rolling the 6.
Oh, I want to know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
She figures it out and just relays it
27.
mentally to you.
You figure it out very easily.
You guys
Yours-
need to work at making that better.
You're all sitting. Let me speak before you comment because
Yeah,
you're gonna
don't
want to take
comment.
that back after I'm done.
Okay.
As you all sit down, you have your drinks and you're sitting at a table, nestled in a corner, being ignored by the rest of the patrons of this
Good.
place.
Just the way I like it.
Your Amari to your left, who is in the corner, is sketching notes down on a piece of paper. After a few minutes, she looks up, wide-eyed at you. They're talking about you the entire time.
God.
Mostly about how you met his mother. Yes, it ended that way. It's mostly just him talking about embarrassing stories about how you met his mom.
So, but the fact that he's embarrassed is very telling.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then you coming in after that saying you guys should make a better place.
He's like,
What?
Okay. Can I just be like, she wasn't that
I mean, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah. No.
bad? I'm just
Can
gonna.
you say that?
I'm just gonna ignore it.
Okay.
Okay.
But you notice something odd.
Okay.
He's not talking telepathically to him.
Yeah, that is really weird. Why?
Because there's other songs.
Shouldn't matter.
They could still use their.
Yeah.
They can still use their thieves' cant in their brain.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird.
I mean, they're open. I mean, you can tell.
He's clearly
probably
an
they're
Amari.
doing it right.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to ask? I mean, it'd probably be really weird for you as an Amorite. I don't even know if I
Can I
take the
try to
question
like
out.
telepathically link with him?
Do you do the mental knock
Yeah.
knock? Yeah.
Why don't you guys talk telepathically?
We can't.
Why?
Roman doesn't possess the ability.
He can't link with people?
Not without causing himself a great deal of pain, no.
What does that mean? I'm not trying to be rude or pry. It's interesting. I've never heard of that before.
Did you ever ask how me and Rowan met?
No.
Rowan came under the effects of the waking nightmare as a human.
Oh
no.
When? Sorry, I'm not there.
Yeah, they're in your
When did this
head.
happen? That would be something I would ask.
2 years ago.
Is that when your thing happened?
his son.
Well, it would have been like immediately after, right?
Yep.
That's pretty baller.
How did he come back from that?
That's how we became friends.
You helped
Oh, that's so cool.
him? Or were you part of it too?
No, I got him out. Crudely. but
God,
got
I
him
need
out.
him. Not like that. I said it.
Whoa!
Immediately regretted it. Ah.
Did you think that in your head?
No,
I'm
I was
sorry.
like, I'm going to need him because of my parents.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
He is handicapped. Fanciful unicorn, where you can't order anything straight.
The don't go in.
Don't go.
My favorite is the barge right in. BARGWIR.
That's a canon like
GHT.
in for.
Yeah, it's Forgotten Realms. It's the
FR,
one that
yeah.
Elminster owns. And it contains a portal to the fucking. It contains a portal to Sigil.
Yeah, it does. In like a cabinet or something.
Yeah. Oh, I can go to the city of portals. Whatever the fuck I want.
It's a
Anyway.
monster.
It's in the Lost Empires of
Did I know
Foreign-
this?
What?
Has he mentioned that to me?
No.
I think it's in Waterdeep.
Yeah.
I know how he did it, but you didn't ask.
how he did it. I asked him if it's something that we can talk about
Rules.
another time.
He drop kicked his
Sure.
brain.
No, I mean
And
meta.
I
think
apologize
like
for being rude to
Okay.
him.
I mean, it's not your fault. I think you're cute.
He's like the guy that just makes
No,
everything
I-
worse for himself every
I
time he
cl-
opens his
I
mouth.
closed the
But
middle
it's so
connection.
endearing.
Wow!
Do you still understand? Oh, wait. Never mind. Anyway.
I go to her now.
Okay.
I'm drinking.
Mentally. You need to talk to Rowan.
Wait, why? What
Because
happened?
Things that have I don't know, like I would tell you.
Okay. What parts do you tell me?
I would be like, don't you think it's weird that they weren't mentally talking?
I didn't really think about it, but yeah, I guess now that you mention it.
Apparently Rowan went through some things while you thought he was dead.
Stories.
That
So
caused
True.
Some remorse.
that
Story
caused him to
things.
be unable to link to people.
Okay.
He was in a waking nightmare.
Bum, 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 bum.
Isn't that not good?
It's very it's very not good. It's tied to
You
it.
should ask him about it.
Yeah, I'll chat with him.
Okay, so
Rachel,
what?
I'm going to message you.
Thanks for letting me know. He hasn't said anything.
I mean, maybe just be alert to it.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. Mental hug.
Mental health. Where are these boys at?
Yeah, that's a really good comparison.
Just the way she's playing her, I'm like, yeah, 100%.
Tiny feisty one.
Yep.
Huh?
There's this character in this book series, and your character is just reminding us of her so much.
Anyway.
She's just like Susanna.
Is that a good thing or a bad
Yes,
thing?
it's a
Oh,
great
it's
thing.
not-
That's a
it's a
great
great
character.
She's like my favorite.
Tiny
sidekick
feisty one.
character.
She wears platforms so so she can reach her soul because her soul's so tall.
Aw.
She's a badass. They call her Neek Neek. It means scorpion.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, a few hours pass, and your boy is walking somber and...
Oh, we do finish.
Oh, yeah.
How many?
76 in total.
We didn't find any indication. The one with his wings cut off. I assume the Visar like burial rite is like wrap him in their wings.
Mm-hmm.
I still wrap him in his wings.
He doesn't have any.
Oh, they took them?
Yeah.
Oh, they're not there.
No.
That's pretty shitty.
Yeah.
Well, never mind. That pisses me off more.
I'm more mad now.
Hove would totally take the time to like use whatever magic he had to make wings out of stone on the walls.
Okay.
He has mending. He can like craft some stone wings.
What?
For a symbol.
What are you
I
reading?
was
Yeah.
reading
Susanna
the
stuff. I'll show her Susanna stuff.
Oh. She's so funny. Anyway.
Hove is also wearing a completely different set of armor than you guys have ever seen.
It looks like he's lighter and more nimble.
Hey.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys finally make it back?
Yay!
And we do not look...
Happy at all. As if they had discovered that their entire, it's crazy.
I probably still have a good amount of blood on me.
Oh, hey guys, are you okay? I jump out of my seat probably.
Oh shit!
I just sit down.
What happened? Were you attacked?
No.
Oh my god.
Is that your blood?
No.
Spencer is actually making the things.
Whose blood is that? Do you want to go somewhere quiet to talk?
I'd like to rest.
As you walk out into the main foyer, a set of keys comes flying at you. Do you visualize him? A bodiless voice mentions.
I'm actually going to be headed out. I'm taking them to my room. And I toss them back.
They get caught and put back on the hook.
Oh, usually would question.
I don't even flinch.
Not tonight.
I ain't got time for this
I took
fucking
the bartender
invisible
well.
bullshit.
Okay. In total, you lose 5 gold.
Okay. And I'm like, follow me, guys, and I'm gonna take him to the penthouse.
You arrive back at your apartment.
And I bring him upstairs with no incident.
Do I have to hold hands and like? It's like a giant chain.
Yeah.
What does this do? I hold out my handle.
My handle.
Oh, spellcraft.
Roll a spellcraft check, please. It'll take you about an hour to figure out what it does if you roll high enough. Can you even... What's your bonus?
14. It's 28.
Okay, you can fail.
Yeah.
Huh?
It is a +1 wholly malleable weapon. You can turn it into any weapon you want. Has to be medium size.
That's cool.
Do you just have to think of what weapon you want?
Yeah.
You could basically make it your hammer.
The
With
activation thing is a small prayer to Nuggets. Intercon.
Oh, that's cute.
That's actually pretty baller. You could leave the notches. Like you could still transform it. Just think of the notches.
That's a good backup too. And if
So
we ever have
+1
to-
holy. Well,
Holy
What?
malleable weapon.
Holy treats it as a +3 weapon when fighting
Okay.
evil creatures and deals an additional 2d6
that matters
points
for
of damage.
war priest stuff.
Yeah.
So in total, it's a +3.
When you're fighting evil creatures.
Okay, but the enchantments on it are +3.
Yes.
Okay.
That'd also be good, like if we ever have to put our weapons down going in someplace, you'd have a.
I can like with my war
a
priest
cigarette
stuff.
one.
Instead of
Even
making my
your
magic
background
+1, I can just make this additionally fire or additionally something else.
Keen.
Oh, that's cool too.
Yeah, since it already has. Keen would be really good.
That would be really good.
Considering Warhammer is ×3.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
would make it 1920 times 3, which is nuts.
So yeah.
So anyway, the party arrives back at Rachel's apartment. You all get lost until she realizes she has to hold her hand. And she creates a daisy chain of friends.
I explained this is only the first time. You'll remember where it is. I know this is awkward.
You arrive back at her apartment.
Who grabs my bloody hand?
I'll take your bloody hand.
You could be the first one.
Squelch.
It's like bags of water.
It's sacks of water. Thank you.
Sacks.
Sacks of
Nastier than
water.
bags. I'm like, all right, what happened? I like sit you down. There's got to be a sofa here.
You have a sofa. You have a whole sitting room.
Yeah, I have a whole sitting. Okay, these, you guys sit. What happened?
Sofa.
On our way back, I would have mentioned Hove, by the way, that I would like to take Vale back there, because we might have missed something. This is before we get to you
I should
guys.
probably take the spell.
Well, yeah, but I'm
Spell monkey too.
more thinking about rogue eyes, less thinking about what is magic?
Yeah.
What is love? That's what she said.
But
Your sword is magic?
you know what I mean. Magic is not on the forefront of my bloodlusty fighter brain.
Smash.
I think how best to describe.
The Temple of the Worm Father was attacked
While you were there?
before we got there.
How long before?
My estimate is at least a few weeks, considering we're pretty sure it was Noir who did it, and their bodies aren't there anymore.
I like. like really somber at that.
There were no survivors.
That's really sad.
I'm so sorry. Did you know the people?
We knew at least some of them.
Not well, but we knew them.
You met them once in passing.
Can you tie this directly to cultists?
Can't really tie it to anyone right now.
We'll find out. Don't worry about that. If you need to clean up, just wash your room.
Give us the tour.
As you say that, I look down and realize I'm covered in blood.
Yeah, I'm like looking at you guys like.
Ah, shit.
Y'all
I didn't be
kinda
hosed off.
nasty.
So I make my way to clean.
Make my way downtown. Walking fast.
No one has mentioned that I'm covered in blood yet.
Yeah.
Well, you did back there, but I wasn't paying attention.
I'm like gesturing and like my hands, like where I took yours is bloody, and I'm like, you
should-
should clean up.
Rachel, your apartment contains 8 bedrooms and 8 separate bathrooms.
Jesus. Okay, so we all have our own bed and bath.
You actually have 3 sitting rooms.
Jesus Christ!
You knocked down the walls in between multiple apartments.
So it's just like the full top floor.
Yep.
So this is what you get with all of your money.
Actually, I don't.
all of my money.
This is a really good use.
Yeah.
This is a construction of your own hands.
So I retreat to my
I took a
my
sledgehammer to these
the
walls.
room that I took. I didn't even ask. No, I'm just kidding.
No, it's
I
fine.
assume you've probably been like, you guys can have a room.
I'm like, you must be tired. Here, you can wash up and.
Yeah.
How did everything go with you?
Well, my temple wasn't destroyed.
Yeah.
After that story,
It was so sobering.
I mean, I see you're not covered in blood, so it probably was a little better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw my uncle's old shop.
We're gonna find
turned
out who
into a
did it.
clothing store.
and
A
that's
clothing
just,
store.
Yeah,
well, I already know who did
it
it.
is.
I just need
Yeah.
You
Raziel.
didn't have any other family here?
No. Well, I did, but they're in an affair. I don't know where they are.
I guess it's better than it being a massive rubble, though. You know,
True.
people are using it and going in there, and
That's true.
you always buy it.
Oh, what?
You
Yeah.
could.
Or old shop one day.
Mm.
Good.
Or she could burn it down and rebuild it.
That too.
Or you could bomb it to high heaven.
That's what Rowan said.
Oh, he actually said that?
She could burn it down and rebuild it.
I don't think she's gonna do that.
We could burn it down
See a
and she can
spark
rebuild
flicker in
it.
her eye.
It'd be a good homage.
We'll get her a new shop one
Make
day.
sure nobody's inside.
When
What's
this
the
is
difference?
all over and done with.
She could buy the building and then claim the insurance.
In a non-shady area
Yeah, in a better
Yeah.
neighborhood.
where you can make money.
Yeah. So that is one of my goals.
I can burn down
To
a
make
building in
money?
a good
to
neighborhood.
have open up
I just really want to burn
How
down.
about
the
we
building.
just don't burn down?
Theoretically, we're gonna build a village and stuff by our keep and
That's
make it its
true.
own little civilization.
Yeah.
We'll just be the only alchemist allowed to build a shop there.
Yeah.
Alchemist can make. We build a shop now.
Yeah.
Why? You just can't.
No
Bomb.
permits. Permits.
I got- There's only one permit. Sorry.
Bomb.
Oh, you wanted to build a shop? Bomb.
There's 4 blacksmiths. Why can't there be another alchemist? There's only one permit.
No,
There's
sorry.
only one.
We
There
can only get
be
one. I'm sorry. There can only be one.
I help you unpack.
Did you
and
see
you
what
get
happened
settled
in
in.
Anchorage? There was a lot of
There
alchemist
was so much
fire.
Yeah.
You don't want that.
Yes. I went and visited my old haunts too.
Aw.
Most of them are intact, but some of them
Exciting.
are
Not
different
so
businesses. Yeah.
Yeah.
That win.
That reason.
Have fun tonight, guys.
It'd be a good drive.
Oh yeah.
When I use my handle, what does it look like?
What do you mean?
Take my handle,
Yeah?
I activate it.
Looks like whatever you want it to. be.
Oh! It looks like...
Wake up! Hey.
Ew,
Hey,
sailor.
We're all sailors.
We're sailor girls. Sailor girls.
So anyway,
We're cool.
the weapon appears to grow a skeleton, and then it fills in with dragonstone.
That's
Wow.
fucking cool.
That's cool. If
What's it
I
filling with?
do you do this in a common room, or are you like in the bathtub with it?
Bathtub.
You're so
Oh yeah! So what the fuck is going on in there?
Whoa. All of a sudden, the party runs into your bath.
Holy shit!
Probably after Hove, like,
The hilt's
cleaned up,
underwater.
when he came back and he's like waiting for you to tell him where like he's sleeping, he's just trying it out.
That's really cool.
Is there a name inscribed on it at all?
No.
Damn it. I gotta figure out that guy's name.
Walking fast. Anyway.
We got a book and we got some memory crystals.
Oh, I'm gonna show you my book.
Oh shit. That's what I'm gonna start doing.
Oh,
Oh,
I told
yeah.
you guys that the bitch has rings.
The bitch has rings!
My
What bitch has rings? We'll fuck that bitch up.
She
We'll
has
cut them
8.
rings off.
and she so
On each finger?
I like
All of
I don't understand magical stuff as well, but I explain like the can't be found, like you have to know where it is.
You understand
Blah,
exactly
blah,
what she
blah.
means because you just went through that to get here.
And I'm just like,
Okay.
I don't know what it is, but like you can't get there. I don't know.
That's interesting.
I don't know what
we
it
should
is.
maybe take our rings to her.
Probably.
This seems a lot safer.
Like I would trust her with my life.
I mean, if
Could
you
be
trust
safe.
her, then we can trust her.
I mean, maybe it'll be good to have. Not them all. I don't know. We can talk about it tomorrow. It's
It'll
not
be
a long
good
day.
if we have help.
Yeah.
She seems to know a lot.
Don't ask about the fingers. There weren't fingers.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
Don't mess with fingers.
No.
The whole body went the way of the finger.
The way of the
Oh.
finger.
I think the ring came off second.
I mean, they got the ring off.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not like you would know that it was total possession unless, like,
Yeah. I can't judge her. I was not there.
We're
I
the way
just-
sleep.
pick a room. I have a master bedroom.
Many of them are furnished, but contain no clothes.
Elf goes into a random room.
Does everyone?
Pick a room.
Okay.
You might like the rooftop. You should go up there.
Before
You
Hove
like
goes
roofs?
to sleepy sleep,
How do they
I'm
work?
gonna start going through 4. We
How
got
do they
4
work again?
total. You hold it and you like access it. And you kind of
Is
go
it mental
mental.
or?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
a mental thing. I go through the first
Oh my
memory crystal.
goodness.
Okay. It's the start of his search.
So tired.
He's sitting down staring at a mirror and he's talking to himself. This is the documentation of his search to root out the corruption that spreads within Dragonheart.
What's his name?
Doesn't say.
Is this the dwarf, right?
Yeah.
By the way, I visit a room when you go to do this. I'm just sitting there.
Wait, this is the dwarf?
He would be like the only person.
No, this is the Vasar.
This is the priest.
This
I was
is
gonna
the
say I
high
thought
priest.
this was a Vasar High Priest. Yeah.
with the wings missing.
Oh right.
But I'm not seeing this. I'm just waiting for the TLDR. But I'm in the room.
You go through apparently his the entire first memory crystal is him documenting all of the evidence he has. People are dying within anyone who acts against the leadership. He connects the black rings, but in a separate way that you did. He doesn't realize that they're magical. He thinks it's part of a secret society.
Partially true.
Is that really wrong?
No, but it's one that's magically compelled to do things. The reason this whole thing started is that his wife was killed for speaking out against one of the major. Andrew, can you help her out? She's the upper body strength of a toddler.
Oh my god.
I believe.
Oh, be careful. Thank you. Thank you.
Andrew's just like, what the fuck is this?
Well, Andrew's hands
Her
are
wife
really
was killed. His wife was killed for looking too deeply into a merchant who had no power, then had too much.
Mm.
He got really rich really fast, couldn't figure out why.
I can watch that.
And pushed out his wife's business. She spoke out against him, died 2 days later, killed in her sleep, in his bed while he was in it. He followed it up to try and figure out what the hell's going on, realized the guy wears a black ring, kept following it up, realized a lot of people wear black rings in this city. It's essentially just evidence. And then he realizes that a lot of these people's enemies were disappearing. Couldn't figure out why. Yada, yada, yada. Second memory crystal. It's him recruiting his trusting members. Who they are, what they do.
Is the dwarf one of them?
Yes.
What's his name?
His name is...
Dwarf.
Fosland. But he's the bum guy.
Bum slam.
Bum slam. Slam bum. Slam
Actually,
bum.
sure. What did he say?
His name is Bum Slam.
Right.
Raziel? Raziel?
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
Why are y'all talking tonight? What is this?
Shut up.
You won't be able to scroll, by the way.
Why?
Twitch chat doesn't save forever.
Dumb.
It's just an IRC chat,
Okay.
so it's temporary.
Yeah, I don't think we have it still.
Mm-mm.
His name is Bornock.
It's a very dwarfy name.
In any case, it's their meetings and things that they found out recently aren't much.
Mhm.
For the most of the part, the second memory crystal contains, it's a useless waste of your time. It's not much for you to go through. The third memory crystal is when they finally had a
Break.
revelation. They realized that one of his members was killed, but while another member was hiding nearby. Realized that they are being killed by shadow assassins, is what they are called. And then it's like jotting down all the evidence and things. Something about shadow tears, though he doesn't really understand how they work or why. And then eventually he realizes at the end of it, the final revelation is that we're being killed by members of the Void.
Is this the fourth one?
No, the third. Fourth one. It's him realizing that they now know. One by one, members of their organization are being picked off as they leave the confines of the church. So he orders everybody has to stay here, lockdown. They successfully fight off a incursion by, he says, rabble, as if commoners rose up to destroy the church. They were under siege. Eventually it was broken up by the captain of the guard, things like that, and there's a whole lot of things where the memory crystal is sitting in a room, like he's there, off to the side while the guard is talking to somebody else, usually Bornock. Tries to defend their position and says that they don't have a mandatory reason to leave, so there's no reason to leave, blah, 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 blah. And then, it's at the end of that he realizes that the captain of the guard was wearing a ring. And then that's it. There's nothing else after that. There was a whole where the last memory is him and Bornak sitting down going, the guard's wearing a ring, blah, 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 and then all of a sudden, like, the whole memory goes dark. You know it's not the end of the memory, it just goes dark.
Okay. Would shadow assassins be I'm not there, but would they be the creepy things that we fought?
No, those are just demons.
You mean the Babu?
Yeah.
Babus are just demons.
Technically,
They could, I guess.
they
yeah.
could do everything that, the shadow rifts could be their teleportability, the darkness at the end of the memory crystal could be them using their darkness spell, which you've seen them use.
That would explain why there wasn't much fighting.
It would also explain the lack of bodies.
Oh, yeah, they
that's
disappeared.
big.
Mhm.
That's right.
Hove obviously shares all of this with Raziel.
Yeah.
And it pains him even more because it's a dwarf and Vassar who are buddies and they die.
Mm-hmm.
Aw.
Aww.
The parallel is real.
But we're not gonna die.
We
Not
might.
today.
Okay, Hove goes to bed
Okay.
as much as he can, which is not much.
He's thinking.
I was gonna say, what is bed?
That's it. It's the end of the session.
It's an ominous note, but yeah.
Dun dun dun.
Aw.
I'm
Okay.
gonna go hunting.
Well, this has been another episode of As Far As You Can Tell. As always, I've been Joe. With me was Andrea, Rachel, Ashley, Brad, and JP. If you want to learn more about the setting we are playing in, the Zodiac Empires Campaign Setting, you can find us at zodiacempires.com, as well as on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. If you want to watch videos of earlier adventures of this campaign, you can find us at YouTube. Just search Starcold Studios, and you'll find us.
Such an uplifting and happy campaign.
If you're not already watching. And yeah, you can watch the live stream of this game on Saturdays.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next time.